Mackenzie Johnston with Cattle News Central, bringing you your December 15th cattle industry headlines. Brought to you by Ag Risk Advisors. They provide risk management programs to livestock producers all across the West. Whether we are talking about price risk or weather risk, Ag Risk Advisors, they are here to help. With current day market fluctuations, it is more important than ever to lock in a price floor on your cattle. So if you would like more details on an LRP, reach out to an advisor today. Also sponsored by Circle 5 Cow School. If you're wanting to learn how to preg check your own cows or implement artificial insemination into your herd, Circle 5 Cow School is the way to go. Almost every week, they are hosting remote classes from Texas to Tennessee. If you would like to view their schedule, head on over to circle5cowschool.com. That is the number 5 in there, or you can go ahead and just give them a follow on Facebook. Grocers has reported that according to Daryl Peel, during the first 10 months of this year, total U.S. cattle imports from Mexico were down 23.4% year over year. Also, for the first 10 months of this year, imports from Canada were down 9%. Through October, total cattle imports are down 18.7% year over year. Exports of U.S. cattle to Mexico and Canada have significantly increased during the past 4 years. Cattle exports to Canada for January through October are up 70.7% compared to the same time period back in 2020. So far in 2021, cattle exports to Canada are 69.4% of cattle imports, resulting in net cattle imports from Canada being down 55.8% year over year. Cattle exports to Mexico are fairly insignificant considering the volume of cattle that are imported into America from Mexico, but nonetheless, our exports to Mexico have increased. Year to date, exports to Mexico are up 215.2% compared to this time last year, and that number is 7.5% of cattle imports from Mexico. In conclusion, according to Peel, overall in 2021, cattle exports are up 81.2%, which is equal to 31.3% of imports, which has contributed to a 35% decrease in net cattle imports for the first 10 months of 2021. Brownfield Ag News has reported that Don Close with Rabo AgriFinance is optimistic about the future of the cattle markets as global demand for beef remains strong. During an interview with Brownfield Ag News, Close said that cattle supplies are declining here in North America, and on a global outlook, we have a very manageable supply of cattle worldwide. He believes that this will result in several good years for the cattle markets looking forward. Other positives on a global outlook include beef exports from Brazil balancing out since the BSE reports down there, and Australia building back their inventory slower than expected. Meeting Place has reported that California voters approved Proposition 12 back in November as 2018. As you all know. So any of you out there that don't know what Prop 12 is all about, it is extreme and fairly ridiculous. The measure will create minimum requirements to provide more space for veal calves, breeding pigs, and egg-laying hens. The law will require farmers to give egg-laying hens at least 1 square foot of floor space, and it will eventually eliminate cages. When it comes to veal calves, farmers will be required to give calves at least 43 square feet of space. And finally, farmers must give sows 24 square feet of space. The real kicker with Prop 12 is that it will apply to anyone selling these products in California. So if you're in Iowa, Michigan, Wisconsin, whatever, if you are selling any of these products in a market in California, you are expected to follow these rules that Prop 12 is imposing. So since Prop 12 is set to take effect on January 1st, restaurant owners and grocery chains have jumped into the legal mosh pit in hope of pushing back the January 1st deadline. The lawsuit that the retailers and restaurant owners are presenting is requesting a 28-month delay until final regulations for enforcement of the rules are officially adopted. The main concern when it comes to Prop 12 is pork. It has been predicted that the price of pork may increase anywhere from 10 to 60% when or if the law takes effect. It has been made clear by pork producers and processors that the supply of Prop 12 pork to sell in California will be limited, since the supply chain currently has plenty of other markets to sell into that do not require the investment in facilities that Prop 12 is asking for. That is all I have for you guys today. I hope everyone's week is rolling right along. Make sure not to blow away today. Absolutely ridiculous winds out there. Have a great day. I'll see you later.